and good day. Welcome to Masks by NPC. We are coming back to issue 11, and we are the name of our issue today is All Things Chimera. We're coming out of issue 10 with having done a lot of relationship building and a lot of role playing. There was an interaction with Sciatica. She came back and kind of explained why she was being a little dodgy. The group didn't really trust her, but they decided to work with her for this one mission for the one time anyway. Um, and they came up with a semi-rocky plan, but they were still kind of on the odds about it. So we're gonna pick up with them at the safe house. And actually, give me 1 second. You guys are gonna hate me. Whoever labeled everything in such a beautiful way, because I was in the middle of exporting the new prototype. Um,
Boo!
and I didn't label it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
My beautiful labels.
I'm so. But this just gives you the chance to reapply them and make them better, or or reminisce about the first time. Right? Right?
Boo!
I was gonna say they it's something that just motivates me into doing more. God dang it! How do I always forget how to do this? Page down. Um. All right, you guys get started painting this picture. I will make this map and put your tokens there. If I remember, you guys left off. Sciatica had just we left off with you guys getting ready to talk about or refine your plan slash go off and do some recon.
Some
That is the
car
appropriate
thieving.
term.
Nope, it was definitely I was going to do some car thieving.
Car thieving, that's what it was. Yeah, car thieving. Yeah. Oh, I remember you guys came up with the
That
car
brilliant
thief.
plan that I'm going to go
That brilliant
steal a
plan.
car that looks like my father, and that. All right, so I'm an idiot, and I don't want to. I don't want a dead name. Is it? Are you June now or are you M now, lady? I don't know what the current name is.
Um, it's both. I mean, when
Duh,
they're
that's helpful.
yeah, when they look like June, then call them June, but when they look like M, they call them M.
Have
Nice.
you
But
looked like M anytime recently?
no,
That's what I thought.
because like when I got that the note from the sprite, I kind of freaked out and created a secret identity and killed M more or less. So
That's what I
But wait,
thought.
but what about so you're M and you're June? Why don't you guys just like become June?
okay, that's kind of what how a secret identity works, but
I love
okay.
it. What's a secret identity?
My personal head canon is that M stands for May, and you just went to the next month to name yourself off of.
Yes, that's definitely it.
I was just making sure because I definitely thought it was June, but everybody kept saying M, and your name still says M, and I'm like, I don't know
Probably
anymore.
because they saw me as M recently, so
Wow.
I want some of the Jumba juice.
I think this is the first time. So you
Um.
set out looking for a car that was similar to your father.
Yeah, I guess.
Um, The safe house is in a like a kind of a well-to-do area. So you could find like a car just chilling out in the just chilling out in the driveway in the street. That looks very similar to your father's. And and when I say very similar, it would be the same make. It probably wouldn't be the same color.
That's fine. I don't think people will pay attention as long as it's not like a jarringly different
Oh,
color.
Snapple.
What?
I have to fix that again, but all right. I think I did that right. You guys here?
Yeah, let me just lower the level of how big icons are right now so people can see. Oh, cool. Cool. Top is.
So walk me through this. There's a car just chilling out in the. Oh, okay.
Where are these? Okay. Never mind. I'll.
You want me? Should I take it? Should I do a quick tour?
No, you don't have to. I'm. Yep, you're good. Oh, well,
So you just walk up to this car and like
no,
hi.
actually, me and, I've seen my brother do this quite a few times, and so trying it out for my first time ever myself, um, I'm going to, attempt to start making, like, drilling noises and turning my fingers into drill bits and different little tools and begin working on the lock.
Okay. Roll me a unleash your
Oh
powers.
boy, this should be fun.
The rest of you, would be back at the safe house. I believe that I believe you guys had come up with a plan of kind of
Nice.
impersonating MW's father and getting them to drive you guys past the security and into the building.
Yeah.
Um. Okay.
Tire,
So you
car,
mark potential.
Yeah.
Um. And um.
car alarm.
You you start I like your fingers start your like you start working on the door, and you have it like slightly apart, and you've got you're like, oh yeah, I've got this going. And like right when you start to click the like tumblers into place, like the car alarm just starts sounding and goes beep, and it just starts going off and off and off and off and off, and no matter what you do, it doesn't seem like you could like disconnect the car alarm from the door.
Uh, I'll just take off.
Okay. And as you I s- like as you start running away, you see the front door just kind of like swing open, and someone like comes running out and looking around like, what the hell was going on with my car? Um,
Was this car alarm at all near the safe house, or was it a decent enough away that we can't hear it?
no, it was like maybe like a block and a half away, so like you would hear it in the distance,
Ty
like
kind of takes
far
that.
distant.
Tyre's gonna definitely take that and finally shake his head and get out of the staring thing he's been in since Miss Whimsical had June turn into her dad.
Oh.
And is going to uh someone should go, and he's just gonna kind of stand up and start walking out of the safe house in a stammering voice, and is just gonna kind of go try and help Miss Whimsical, albeit very silently and mask down. Oh my god, Daniel!
Daniel, your labels are on the other map. I didn't translate them over. I don't know how. I'm sorry. I'm not Roll20 proficient. Um, I'm sorry. I got distracted by Daniel. What were you?
Sorry.
Tyrant basically, after hearing the car alarm, was shaken out of his fucking stupor and tried to speak a little bit, failed, and then just went out to go find and help Miss Whimsical with stealing a car.
Miss Whimsical, what's your play? Where did you head to?
Back to the safe house.
So as you step outside, you would see Miss Whimsical just like huffing it towards you, like looking a little frazzled, like running away from the.
Step
The
right out of
car
the
alarm.
step right to the side, just let her go right in the door. Just
Yeah.
kind of not even really like say anything, just kind of, even for a moment, actually kind of looks to be looking away from you as you're kind of running it, and then just continues forward and goes. Then shits and then kind of says shit and turns and comes back and fuck. She oof. Just exactly. It's gonna take him a minute.
I come inside,
But
I guess, and I don't really say anything. I don't really see anybody doing anything else, right?
Yeah, if I would
I'll
just
just try to
Oh,
go.
oh, thank you.
yep. I didn't hear any what was just said.
Do I have it noted correctly in my notes that Sciatica left you guys?
I did. Would she leave? She was coming with
Yeah.
us.
I thought she had to go take care. I thought she had something to go take care of, and even though we guilted her into it, we pretty much could not convince her to not do her
Nope,
her
that was the other
thing.
time. So she did not. So yeah, Sciatica's still standing there with the rest of you, looking around.
Right.
And she kind of looks over at MW and she goes, so about the car. What did you find something or?
I mean, I did find something, but I guess I wasn't as good as breaking into cars as I thought I could be.
What? And Terrence pulled
But
himself
you
back
know,
in.
I did ask everybody if there was anybody that wanted to come along, and nobody said anything. So I guess we could try some other plan.
Well,
No, I'm sorry about that. I was caught in something else. Just what make and model do you want? I can go take care of it. I've stolen plenty of cars.
Sure. I give him the
Best
make
I
and
get my.
model.
and Sciatica looks at you with like her mouth just open, like she's like, hold up, no. You guys don't have a person for cars, like you can't just like go steal a car. That's not.
We haven't
I guess
exactly
not,
had a plan.
sciatica.
Tyrant doesn't even listen to Sciatica. Just takes the make and model from Miss Whimsical, kind of nods his head, and very quickly gets out of her face and out the place, and is gonna go looking for a make and model in probably a similar color, actually.
Drift will follow along with what's his face.
He,
Oh,
he
Alright.
drives. He drives like a silver sedan. If I'm correct.
Oh, so very.
It's like a I want to say it's like a what you call like a Focus or like a Accord. Like that type of sedan.
All right. After Drift and Tyrant get like a block away, Tyrant's gonna like if Drift's not really paying attention for a second, gonna kind of grab Drift and pull him around the corner quickly. And as soon as he does, he's just gonna kind of slump down to the ground and sit on his ass and just kind of start breathing for a second. Say, "Just give me 1 minute, sir. I needed to get out of there."
Eh? Yeah, it's sciatica's kind of annoying. I don't really like it that much.
I don't have a problem with her. You know what, Drift, right before June and Miss Whimsical pointed out whoever her dad is, when I was talking back there, I was about to lay everything out onto the table for all of y'all. And he kind of puts his his masked face in his hands for a second. He's kind of trying very hard to keep it together for a second.
Oh boy.
Let me put it this way. I did something on. I don't know how I did, but I ended up doing something I never intended to do.
You robbed the bank, didn't you?
No, I killed Mia's brother.
What?
Mia's brother. I'm sorry, Miss Whimsical's brother. This daughter of the brother of. Yeah, that's my bad. That's OC character saying name that I don't know. My bad. But I killed that man's kid.
What, man?
Miss Whimsical's father. So I
Oh,
can only
okay.
assume. So I can only assume.
Oof.
I mean, like, did you murder him or like what? Like, I feel like that's a very intense thing to like tell me. I feel like I need more detail.
All I know is a robbery went bad. I remember this hot burning sensation in the middle of my, like right below my lungs and in my torso, my chest, and I woke up and I was fine. He was he was gone. I don't even know how I did it. I mean, I know how I did it now, but mm,
I mean, why are you telling me this? Why wouldn't you tell Miss Whimsical?
uh, because I locked up, and also because I thought I consider you a friend, even if only slightly.
I mean, that's really heavy shit.
Yeah. Now think about how it might feel just trying to hold that in for all this time.
Well, I mean, now what do you want me to do with this information then? Do you want me to tell Miss Whimsical?
Mm,
Because I
no,
feel
I'm gonna have to tell her, but I mean, I doubt that she doesn't already know. According to Fallstar, it's on some fucking file.
That
So it's
you,
probably on that computer. And she already went through that.
I mean, right. This is a lot of information.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you got to tell her. I don't. I would imagine she doesn't know.
Well, there's one other thing that comes to mind also. Well, you got the other. I'm sorry. I needed to get it out so at least it wasn't in front of me fumbling up my footing.
What?
I needed to get that off my chest at least because I can't concentrate when I got something on my mind. I can tune out a lot, but can't tune that out. Look, maybe I know some people, and in order to try and keep shit out of everyone's way, I feel like maybe could you take me to Vampira?
Why would I do that?
Because we need a favor, and because we're gonna need a favor, and she offered one already.
I mean, I feel like you need to stop making deals with this woman because then she just comes back and requires more things from you.
Yeah, but out of all of my contacts, she's probably the closest one to being able to make the same turn I did. I'm not exactly willing to give up on her. She didn't give up on me.
Well,
Tarkon can go fuck himself.
I was
Looking around,
big
yeah, I know
on
you can hear
all
me, bud.
Tarkon is, despite your dislike of Tarkon, Tarkon is a very valuable resource to have.
That's why I haven't cut him out of my life. And he just looks at him like, I mean, you're not wrong. He definitely is, but just it. You know what? He ain't no lying, though.
I mean, honestly, I could probably give him a buzz right now. I'm sure he'd have a lot of ideas because this egg is pretty much his problem.
Oh, so I have. You know what? Never mind. Don't worry about that. If you think it would be better if we talk to Tarkon, and maybe we can talk to Tarkon, but my vote's on Vampira. She might be able to help a little bit more. I don't know. I might just be trying to avoid talking to the fucker.
Well,
Because that's
I
two
think,
of my people who have called in favors, and the last thing I want to do is hear a third asking something.
well, I mean, I think at this point, Tarkon owes me quite a bit. So I'd love to give him a call before we involve Vampira.
Gotcha.
Because the whole being kidnapped to a parking lot thing that really turned me off to her.
You've clearly never been kidnapped by Tarkon. He'll
I
throw you in
mean,
one of them blue cube things.
I find it very hard to be kidnapped. Actually,
Yeah, but if I were to take that backpack off, how easy would it have been to have been, kidnapped?
I mean, it's a hard backpack to get off.
Well, not for that egg, apparently. Well, knock it off, but it can, really kick its ass.
Eh, it, it just needs a little bit of time.
Fair enough.
But yeah, let me give Tarkon a buzz. Let me see, what do I roll?
Um, while you are going for that, we're gonna cut back to the house. Where everybody else is kind of standing there. Sciatica's also there as well. She kind of looks at you guys. She kind of looks at you all, and she shrugs. She's like, so usually the league or the league, usually the corporation has some type of like resource alloc alloquate or allocation. You guys don't have like a budget for some type of like tech that'll
We've kind of not had an actual opportunity to get through all of the initial paperwork. Things keep happening. We just got this place like yesterday or 2 days ago, and now we're stuck in a time loop. And it's not like we haven't been dealing with other stuff up to this point.
got you. So well, I did tell you I did tell you that I went there for a interview, right? As as part of
Yes.
my undercover. Um, and they took me in. They took because there was a lockdown when I was leaving. They took me in, or they took me out through like a back, um, kind of. It was like a drive out port dock. Um, we could get in through there. The only thing is we would have to find a way through security. That doesn't necessarily have to be driving up as MW's father, which don't get me wrong, it's a brilliant plan. I just think it's a bit difficult to make work.
Well,
Um,
I also don't think it's a bad or difficult plan if you're with us based on what you've told us about what you can do.
Come again? Say that for me one more time.
I said, based on what you told us you can do, as long as you're with us, I actually think it's a pretty solid plan.
Yeah, I mean, I can make them I can at least make them not see you. If they have any type of like cameras or anything, that's not something I can account for. Um, but I can totally take care of the guards from seeing us from sneaking in.
MW just like has her hands up, like a what the fuck motion in the background.
um, um,
You could have done that the entire time.
well, it's straining when it's more than like two people, but
I'm sorry. Aren't you a registered hero?
s- sidekick
I'm sorry
technically.
I'm sorry that we're planning to break into an extremely secure facility to potentially save the city from being permanently stuck in a time loop, and that might be straining to you.
Hey, Sciatica. I don't ever mean to be like this, but you want to know what my powers are?
Sure, what are your powers?
I can do stuff if I can replicate that sound.
That sounds very, very useful.
Yeah, not in this
Some of my
situation. But you know, everybody here knew about that. Not
Yeah,
everybody
well,
knew you could
sometimes
just make
when you
us
keep certain
invisible.
abilities, sometimes when you keep certain abilities like on the down low, you use them less often, and then you forget that you can actually do stuff with them because you don't rely on them that often.
Also, speaking of forgetting, I my understanding is I don't know if she would actually be making us invisible so much as she would be making the guards forget they saw us.
That one.
Do they still attack us?
No, they'll forget that they even saw us. Like they'll forget that we were even there. Like they like it's like it's like if we walk past you and then I told you not to
Fine.
look at us and we
Skip
were never
the
here and you were
billion
like,
questions
okay.
I have about how that works. Why
But
aren't we just doing this now?
Well, mhm.
I. We can't hear Christian if he's speaking.
uh Christian, they can't hear you. They're having issues. Oh, he's having mic issues.
I guess. Does Drift have a phone?
Drift has a phone. Tyrant does not.
I certainly do.
In fact, well, except I think his phone just exploded.
Just text him to
Worse.
come back.
Does anyone hear Christian talking? I can't hear him. I
No.
muted.
No.
his Discord is stuck with the light around him, so it seems like a Discord issue. If he restarts, it might, or leaves the voice call and then rejoins, it might fix it.
Drift, Drift, do you have a cell phone? I think you do.
I do.
Um, so first before that, Night Howl was trying to say something. Did you get your sound sorted out?
Now
Did
I
you guys?
see red lights. Does he have push to talk on?
He does have push to talk on. He was using Christian, is the mic input on your computer down?
I've been there, bro.
Double check your sound settings on Discord. As opposed to being on default, actually select the name of the headset. That might fix it. That's usually what I have to do in my Steel series, is giving me haywire on Discord.
So.
He would come back with Hell, and he would be like, this guy kind of has the same powers. He might be able to help you take some of that stress off. We just infected some guards with it earlier, and we have the ID badge still, and he'll like put his hand out to M, just like expecting the ID badge.
They give it over.
Yes, but he can manipulate minds too.
Yeah.
And she looks at the fox, and she's like,
And
this
it
thing,
snarls at her. It's just like,
this thing manipulates minds.
and it will try to influence her mind.
and you see her kind of like narrow or fur her brow at, and you see Howell just kind of like his lip kind of twitches, but he doesn't make a sound, and she's just like, okay, fine, he can come along, I guess. Like, he's good. Just I don't think keep him over there. Keep him like over.
No.
Like over there.
And then
So we got that. There probably would have changed the key code. You guys don't have like a lap. None of you are good with tech. Person.
Yeah, I could probably. I tried to see what was on this mag card, and it just seems to be a simple mag strip. They probably renew it every 30 minutes, and we could splice into the CCTV optical cable station that's at the security station. And he like brings up the file, and he's like, "This is where the station is. I would need access to this point to see what the codes are that they changed it to. We could do that remotely, and then hack into the building from these ports here." And he would point that out.
So not all of you are incompetent. Yeah, so let's start doing that, and let's where did your guys' do you guys just like normally just get up and leave in the middle of like these sessions? Do they come back?
What part did you miss that we started this yesterday? Like,
got it.
This is it. This is the launch point. Let's stop wasting time with deliberations. Do something.
What time should we expect to get started?
Well, we're waiting on a contact to come here at 3 o'clock. That's in an hour. Tyrant and Drift just left, so I would say let's wait to rendezvous with those people or our informant that's coming at 3, and then.
Well, this is a worthwhile question too. Do we think that Chimera security, etc., might be slightly less quick to things at night versus during the day when they're fully operating?
I know that Chimera definitely doesn't ramp down their productions at night. If anything, it's a little worse. So it might be beneficial to hit them in the daytime because they're doing what they're supposed to be doing for their public image during the daytime. You and I, we both know that Chimera aren't what they claim to be. And he'll just look around the room at everybody there.
I mean, it's kind of the name.
So,
I mean, we just gotta wait. Because now I texted Drift, so.
Shift. We're gonna pop back. I'm sorry, I was answering a whisper. We're gonna shift back over to Tyrant and Drift. And so, Tyrant, you see Drift like he starts kind of like moving around near the back of his gun, and a few moments to go by, and you hear like a tone, and then Tyrant and Drift, you both see like a little like holographic screen pops up, and you see like it's on the side, and it looks like there's like some type of battle going on, and you see a kind of falcon looking thing like pick up the camera and look at it, and it starts to like twitter and click its beak and beak at you. Tyrant, you don't really understand what it's saying. Drift, like you catch a few like weird words. Because you would have like intergalactic translator nanites. But as you're looking at the character Drift, it starts to like subtitle under what he's saying, and he's like, this is interesting. I have found a human on this one's communication device. Why be you contacting this person, human?
Tyrant just looks at Drift like, oh, with a confused look.
We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
And you see his face kind of like screw up, and he's like, "What's the car? What's an extended warranty?"
Sorry, the wrong number.
Wait, I will find you, and I will bring you to suffering and judgment. And then it just cuts off.
Oh,
Tyrant just
boy.
stares at Drift and says, "Do you have a phone?
That's not good.
Do you have a phone?"
Yes, I have a phone.
And he's gonna offer his hand forward and say, well, "Let me put it this way. I don't run that risk. I rack up my debt. Let's not bring hell upon all of our friends just to call in a favor. I'll take this bit."
And Drift, just as you start talking about your phone, you get a little notification on your heads up, and it's like dink, and it's like a little message symbol, and it's got I don't know if you would have Fallstar's first name or Fallstar in it, him in there as Fallstar, but it would be a message from him.
And well, the message was just come home, right? Or not come home, but come back.
I believe so. Correct.
When did I message Drift?
That was from Whimsical.
Oh, it was Miss Whimsical. Sorry.
Oh, well, it doesn't look like they need a car. Well, I mean, I don't know if they don't need a car. They just said come back. So, I mean, I don't know if you still need air or what, but maybe we should head back to the safe house.
You know what? I got an idea. This should help. And Tyrant's gonna take off his mask. He's gonna kind of shake his face and like rub his chin. All right, now Drift, I need you to do me one more thing before we go in.
What?
And he's gonna lift his chin, like poke like right on the side of his chin, and say, "I need you to clock me right here."
Why would I do that?
Once for the one time, do it.
The one time.
Rule number 1 is we don't talk about Fight Club.
But like,
let me put it.
Why?
Because my dad's raised me since I was a little kid to pretty much make it so that whenever I get in a fight, everything goes clear. So you punch me, I can focus for a second. Otherwise, I need more air. So just do it quick, all right?
I'm gonna open a portal beneath his feet to the safe house.
Okay. And as you do you feign like you're gonna punch him, or you just like draw a portal?
Just a portal.
And so, Tyrant, as you're saying like, I want you to punch me as hard as you can. Drift is like, okay, and like he like quick draws and like pulls his gun, and you just the next thing you know, you're falling like into the ground, like you're watching Drift like slip up, and then you're like falling and landing into the safe house.
And Drift casually hops in after.
And Drift just like casually hops down, and I'm assuming the portal closes.
Yes. Can't just leave drops in the middle of the city into the safe house.
Okay. And Sciatica's looking at you guys like, this place is wild. This place is just straight. Okay.
Right. So you wanted us to come back? No car? You don't need us to steal cars?
Well, we're thinking we might break into the compound a different way.
Okay.
One that doesn't include
That's fine with
thievery.
me. I mean, I should have it noted that I may be being hunted by bird people now, but don't worry about it.
Oh no, I'm gonna
Since
worry
it's
about the whole
something we
bird
should-
people thing all I want. That thing sounded.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. Bird people?
Well, I tried to maybe get some help from some people, and when I called those people, they I got bird people. So I think Tarkon might be dead or captured, but yeah.
I'm just gonna go down there. I'm gonna take Mia's hand or MW's hand, and I'm gonna walk with her over to the linen closet, and phase through into the basement.
You mean to the dumbwaiter?
Yeah, is that what it is now? I thought it was a linen closet.
It's a linen closet into a hallway to a dumbwaiter.
Yes, that one.
As much as I. Never mind. What are you doing? And she doesn't like let you just take her.
Well, it seems like you know a bit about Chimera, and we have this tied up Chimera commander in the basement. I was gonna go and ask him a couple of questions, and I think that you should be there for that.
Oh, I mean, we should all probably be there for that, I think. No?
I don't know if some of us have the stomach for that. And he'll look around the room.
I don't know if I have the stomach for that.
Well, I don't know. I think we should at least talk to this guy. And
Yeah, when did this guy get in the basement, by the way? And when did we start just taking people? I missed the whole part that you guys grabbed someone?
So
Right.
When
we're in the park and you caused that gravity well and that commander grabbed me. And like, we grabbed that guy and brought him back here, and I just haven't had a chance to like interrogate him yet. So he's still in the basement somewhere.
I'm just gonna like look down the stairs, like make sure there's no like evil guy coming up the stairs at us.
Down on wait, you guys are I don't know where the tokens went.
I don't know.
Oh, they're on the other
you
side.
have to make them from map to map.
They're
you
probably
have
with
to
my
make
labels.
The labels.
Wait, can I drag labels too?
You should be able to do yoink.
Do I just like highlight them
Each
all?
person should be able to just draw their character sheet over onto the map and create their own token.
We got the Christian. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
I don't know, Drift. I don't even know if I was there for the kidnapping.
You were not.
Definitely not. The only people there were.
Are we even heroes? We were just trying to steal some cars, homie. So.
The only people who were there were Fallstar and Tyrant when we kidnapped the commander.
I don't see
It
it.
seems like when we play
don't
this
remember it at
hero
all.
game. It seems like when we play these hero games, we suck at being heroes.
So,
We're children.
metagame, I'll 100% like remind you guys that you guys did knock out and take a commander.
I
it
did
was
no such thing.
not you guys. It was Dom, Tyrant, and Night Howl and Drift. No, Drift wasn't there. Drift
Yeah.
was also in a black hole. It was Dom, Night Howl, and Tyrant. and that was when it
Tyrant
was
broke his arm.
when Tyrant broke his arm. The guy like hit against the tree that Night Howl.
Wait. So when I was downstairs on the supercomputer by myself, there was
So
just a
right
tied up Imperial dude like sitting somewhere.
So well, yes. if you look over, oh, my computer's being weird. If you look right here, it should say holding cells.
Yeah.
You this wall right here is made of like bulletproof glass.
Okay, but I wasn't told there was a person down there.
But it was
Alright. So we have a prisoner of war.
Well, we can let him go. Eventually.
You're gonna let him go?
Well, I don't know. Sciatica
Didn't
said she
he
can
shoot missiles at you and try to kill you?
To be fair, he only tried to punch me out, so I punched him out.
No, he definitely shot a gun at you.
Shot a gun at me.
Wow, this is.
I missed that too. So
What a day. Now, did you guys phase into the basement at this point, or are you still just in the living room talking about this kidnapped person?
Well, I had begun like dragging her to the
Yeah, no, I definitely talked about this kidnapped person out loud now.
Drift is just like standing there, open mouth, like so confused that there is a man in the basement.
I guess let's go talk to this kidnapped person.
So why was this not
Hold
first
on.
option?
Right,
Okay.
like why did no one tell us there was a person in the basement?
I legitimately don't remember that. I know Steve confirmed it happened, but
I forgot about it the next session, and then the session after that I got shot, so
You are all the worst heroes.
this is why we work in teams, MW.
What can I say? In my mind, I was worried about you guys. Oh shit! I haven't even texted my mom. He'll run over to his phone and like take it where he left it last time, and he'll turn it on.
And you definitely you have like a bunch of texts from your parents like, "Hey, where are you? We heard that you were like hurt and in the hospital."
Oh,
nice.
No, I'm fine. He'll text back. He'll be like, "No, I'm fine."
I don't know what you heard, but this ain't that.
Must be nice.
He'll be like, "No, I'm fine. Please don't worry about me. I came home. You guys weren't home. Where are you? Are you okay?"
You hear and they're like, "Oh yeah, we woke up and you weren't you must have left for school already. We are already at the lab. See you when we get home. Bye."
Sus. Okay.
Back
to the kidnap man.
Yeah, back to the kidnap guy, please.
Do you guys all
like what?
Okay, listen, this individual is very dangerous. We need to know what he knows, and he personally threatened me, so I don't feel bad about this at all.
Sciatica Sciatica looks at you guys and raises an eyebrow, and she looks.
This is the way the world works. Can I?
What do you mean when they say kidnapped guy is an enemy taken hostage for information?
I'm gonna tell Drift this is how the world works.
This is how the world works. You gonna tell him? You gonna tell him how it is?
To roll it?
Please do.
Yeah, I do think you have to roll for that one.
What is that like under?
It should be under the basic moves. Influence. Take advantage of your influence over somebody.
When you tell somebody how the world works, someone with influence over you tells you how you are, how the world works. You accept what they say, or you. Oh, this is on Daniel then.
Mm-hmm.
So since I have influence over Drift, this would be on Daniel.
What?
You accept what they say. The GM will adjust your labels accordingly. If you keep the labels
So you're using your influence over
as they
Drift,
are,
correct?
you must reject their influence. Yeah, so I'm trying to adjust your
So when you
labels.
take advantage of your influence over someone, surrender the influence you hold over them, and I to choose one.
But I'm not taking advantage. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I guess I am.
Wait, so he loses influence over me to try and convince me of this? Is that what's happening?
Correct.
Yeah.
So the way that influence
And either
works,
you accept it or you reject it, and then
Correct.
you roll from there.
and whether you accept, you can decide whether you're angry about it. But just because you accept or you reject his influence and he no longer has influence over you, doesn't mean that you're inherently angry about it. It just means that at that moment you currently view him as someone whose words aren't important to you. And keep in mind the way that like you trade influence in this game, it's not like you won't get it back.
Right. No, I understand. I mean, I would probably reject that.
Okay. When you reject someone's
You can-
influence,
But
roll
before
it.
that,
Roll for that, right?
when
Right,
you
I'm
take
gonna give
before
him a
you
minus
before
2.
you before you choose to accept or or reject his influence, he gets to choose how he's taking advantage of his influence over you. And so you can give them -2 to a move that they just made after they roll.
This is what I'm gonna do.
He didn't make a move, right? Daniel, you haven't rolled it. You haven't rolled for anything.
No, not yet.
You can inflict a condition on him. Or you can take an additional +1 on a move targeting them after the roll. So that's like if he is trying from doing something and you guys are going to come to blows and you wanted to like say wield your powers against him, you would use that one to give yourself a +1 against him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So currently in this situation, if you're going to take advantage of your influence in that way, the only one you would be able to do is inflict a condition on them.
But what I'm not understanding this then, because it says give them a -2 on a move that they so that it has to be, and then you inflict your influence over them. Oh, okay, so then I guess I would inflict. I would inflict insecure on Drift.
Okay. So then Drift, you're inflicted with insecure.
Uh-huh.
So when someone with influence over you tells you who you are, how the world works, you can accept what they say or reject their influence. If you accept what they say, the GM will adjust your labels accordingly. If you want to keep your labels as they are, you must reject their influence. So you said you wanted to reject his influence, correct?
Yes.
When you reject someone's influence, roll. On a hit, you successfully hold to yourself and tune them out. On a 9, choose one. So I need you to go ahead and roll. So it's a hit.
Did he add the -2?
Oh, did you take the -2 from insecure?
No.
So then it would be is that 6 + 4 + -3?
It looks like it. 6 plus 4 would be 10, plus -3 would be 7, so that's correct.
So it wouldn't matter because the lowest
You can get on a negative roll is -3.
I think the lowest you can get is a -2.
Yeah, so the -3 is due to what's it called being active already.
The insecure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So it's a hit with that.
Gotcha.
Okay. So then, on a 7 to 9, choose one. Clear a condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. Shift one label up and one label down, your choice. Cancel their influence and take +1 forward against them. On a miss, their words hit you hard. Mark a condition and the GM. Oh, you don't have to do about that one. So, which one would you like to do?
I'm going to, you said mark potential and then act on something you said?
You can clear a condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong.
Okay, so I'm gonna take the potential route.
Okay. So you what did you tell him about how the world works?
I was just like, listen, he attacked me. I attacked him. He was out. I tied him up. This is how the world works.
So how are you acting to prove that wrong?
Right, but we're heroes. We don't hold people captive for days. We get what we need. We turn them to the authorities. Let's get what we need and get rid of them.
We held him for 1 day, and we have holding cells in the hideout. We do this. This is why we have these things to implement. These are tools at our disposal as heroes that we use. Sometimes it's not pretty.
Right.
If this isn't that for you, Drift, maybe you should look into a different line of work.
Right. Well, let's get the information and then get rid of them.
That's acceptable.
I mean, we're not babysitters for adults. We get what we need, give them to the authorities.
I haven't been
We're not
watching
wrong.
at all. For all we know, he could be gone.
I also want to.
Because we haven't paid attention to him for the entire time he's been down there.
I'm sorry, Drift. I forgot the part where I got shot.
I mean, you also didn't tell anybody he was down
the
there.
only one on this team
on.
doing anything, so he just leaves through the linen closet and goes downstairs.
Pause. Not that all that can't happen. I do still need a full hearty direct action from Drift for the.
Well, I'm gonna go down there and like proceed to ask him what he knows and then let him go.
Okay.
Okay.
For the rest of you, what are the rest of you guys doing that you just beheld this?
Okay.
I'm so confused.
So essentially, I guess Night Howl remembered that you guys had a prisoner. He's like, "Oh yay, there's a prisoner in the basement. We should question." Everybody else was like, "Why is there a prisoner in the basement?" And Night Howl's like, "Yo, he attacked us, and we knew he had information, so we figured we'll hold him captive." And then I kind of forgot about him, and I got shot, and then stuff happened. So, but that's the way stuff goes down. You like people attack you, you knock them out, you question them, you hold them captive. That's how it goes. And Drift and Drift was like, that's not how it goes. You're not supposed to like hold people captive. We're heroes. And Drift was like, instead of holding people captive, we're gonna go down and question him and then turn him over to authorities like right now.
Correct.
And then I suppose Drift and Night Howl both went off to the dummy waiter.
Drift would probably just teleport to the basement. I feel like that would be awkward to just get into the elevator with him at that point.
And seeing that Night Howl will not jump in the portal, he'll like specifically like stealth phase into the lab then.
You do know it's like 4 stories down, right?
Done.
I'm not taking his point.
Yes.
Was that in character?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
He has no idea what's been going on for the last.
I know.
In character.
Yeah, I was just politely waiting for you. I did type out a message, but yeah, that was in character. Yeah, I don't know, but apparently we don't do anything, so I'm gonna go do nothing over here and wait for who we're supposed to be waiting for.
Yeah, I guess waiting for Kendra. We'll deal with this later.
Let's let the two testosterone-filled boys have their bloody session beating up a person.
Yeah, like yeah.
June, Tyrant, what are you guys up to?
Where is the egg at this point?
I think the egg is still on the table.
I'm,
On the table, yeah.
I'm just sitting by it.
Okay. So Tyrant and Drift, one way or another, you guys both make you guys both find your way down to the sub basement. I assume that Drift, you would have portaled right here into the commons. And then the dummy waiter is right here, Christian.
I told you I didn't.
Oh, you phased.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would probably say that you two would have phased into the commons.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you guys would see so this wall is like a brick wall or a metal. Yeah, it's a brick wall. But these two walls over on this side are both like plexiglass or like it's like a bulletproof glass. And if you walk over to that side, you can totally see like somebody huddled over in a fetal position in this far corner, over here. And the lights are it's really dark. Like it seems like there's like 4 groups of lights in the room, and only like one of them in the far back is on. And
There's no kitchen or anything down here.
no, okay. Be careful with that. You're moving the whole map.
Sorry, my bad. Like we see the guy in the fetal position in the corner, and he's like just sitting there chilling.
He's got his head between he's got his head like down in his knees.
I guess like Night Owl will peep his head through the bulletproof glass, like phasing through it. Be like, "Hey, buddy."
And his head right away looks. He's like, it's you.
Last time I checked, yep.
What's going on? Why am I in here?
That's kind of what we were coming here to figure out. You attacked us in the woods, and I wanted a little information on why and where and who exactly you work for and what you're doing and why you kidnapped my friends.
I'm not telling you guys nothing. Once my employer finds you guys are gonna be dead meat anyway. It's just a matter of time till they come and find me.
Can I pierce the mask?
Yeah.
I roll that.
Your employer, that seems like a decent place to start.
I know who he works for.
Aren't you upstairs, Polestar?
My bad.
I didn't roll.
what are you rolling? Blah, 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 blah. Unleash, comfort, support, pierce the mask. How do you? Oh, you click the dice. Do you have a? You don't have a penalty, right? Nope. Submit. I got you. You got a full hit.
I'm going to ask.
So you can ask
What are
3.
you really planning? What do you intend to do? And how can I get your character to infiltrate Chimera for us?
What are you really planning? They're really planning on getting control of both the eggs.
So Night Howl is going to fully phase into the cell, and he's going to walk directly up to this guy, and he's going to put hands on him and lift him up. He's going to say, "Listen, buddy, you're going to tell me who you're working for, what you really intend to do, and how I can get you to
Not gonna lie, this.
and do all of that."
And like right away, his eyes like screw up in chair. He's like, "Oh, listen, guy, like, don't hurt me or nothing. I work for Chimera. They don't really tell us grunts nothing, but they're supposed to try to be doing something with acquiring this egg. I thought we had already gotten it, but we had to re-get it again, and then some pesky little kids showed up and stole it. So that was it. We showed up in the forest and to reacquire it, and then you guys were there, and then I woke up here.
What's your intention with the egg?
I don't really intend much with it. They intend to, I guess, rewrite reality to some means or end.
And you thought that was a good cause to sign up for?
Hey, as long as they pay out my benefits and my job.
If there's not a world to come back to or a reality that you know in baseline, is it worth the money?
There'll be a reality to come back to. They're not going to get rid of their own reality that they live in.
Buddy, you work for Chimera. I know what Chimera can do. You really think there's going to be a reality to come back to? How can I get you on our side? How can I get you to influence and infiltrate and really find out what they're doing?
I've been just needed.
You can see it for yourself, my guy.
Yeah.
You know that's not what they intend to do. They know they're not even going to pay you.
Hey, Jen, you have to catch up. Only asked me some kind and grab this small, tiny measuring bowl. And I would like for you to give me a squirt inside of it. And I'm just kidding. I was kidding. If I'm gonna grab steal some food, go ahead. But I also say that too, because I'm like, don't like, you know.
Austin.
Austin is just having a conversation with himself over there.
Yo, Austin.
Sorry about that. Yes, sir.
You're distracting me.
Yeah, no, I know. Sorry.
He looks around and he goes, if you want me to flip on my guys at Chimera, you have to be paying me more than they're paying me.
How about a free ticket out of the cell? That's a start.
You're a hero. We both know that. You're not gonna let me go free. This train ends at prison for me. So unless you want
to say? Only you, me, and this guy know that you're here right now. And if you say that you're going to prison for sure, you really want to be working for the company you're working for?
And he looks up and he hold on.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Can I provoke him to do it?
You can, but he is. So he is going to. He looks at you and he raises an eye, and he. Ooh, wait. And so he is going. He's gonna look at you and he goes. He looks at you. He looks back at Drift, and he cracks a smile and he says, "Now we both know that that's not how heroes act, and that's not the way that they carry themselves. Are you telling me that you're willing to make a deal with a criminal in order to get what you want? Because that's very villainous." And he's gonna use the adult move stand for something.
Ooh.
So you have to roll plus savior, and on a 10 plus you choose 2, on a 7 plus, or on a 7 to 9 choose 1.
Yeah.
Oof.
Is that the wrong move? I think that's the wrong move.
What? Stand up for something?
Yeah, it would be persuade with interest. With best interest. Sorry.
Is it still plus saving?
Yes, it is still plus savior.
Okay, it's still a miss.
If they're a piece on
a hit, they can mark potential.
Correct. It says if they're a PC on a hit,
So
they can mark potential or
he
shift
misses.
their labels down. You miss. If they do what they want on it,
If they're a
if
PC,
they do what you want on a 10 plus, take influence over them as well.
if they're a PC on a hit, they can mark potential or shift their own labels.
So mark potential because you missed.
It says on a hit they can mark potential.
Yes, but you mark because you missed. Christian, mark potential.
So either way on this move, you would mark potential.
Correct. Because it says they can mark potential or shift their own labels. So you're marking potential because you missed. If you hit, you would have got to mark potential or move your labels. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
So the persuade, I guess, I'm sorry, in that motion would be to deal with him for his freedom, or to essentially do the hero thing and turn him into the cops.
And
Excuse me. If they're a PC on a hit, they can mark potential or shift their own labels if they do what you want. So you have so technically.
So I'm just confused as to what the actual NPC wants me to do right now.
He wants you to deal with him for his freedom.
Right.
He's just outlining it for himself.
Well, I told you that's something that we can talk about, because I signed my hero registration today, which was yesterday, which is the same day, which is all the days, so I might not be a hero right now. I'm the only registered hero that's here right now, and in this room, I'm the only registered hero that you're talking to. And I may not be a hero because of what your company is doing, so there's a loophole there for me.
So are you willing to let me go or no?
Are you willing to break into this base and expose what your company is really doing?
Ooh, I'm not willing to go that far.
Then you're under
Well, are you willing to pay me to do that?
Depends. We can talk to the Hero Association about compensation.
They're not gonna go for that. You know that. I know that. So,
I actually don't know that. I'm a brand new hero, like I just told you. I would advocate for that on your behalf.
Yeah, no, just.
All right. This is no longer.
Let me let me throw you out something here. We're definitely gonna let you go here today. Your choices really depend on where I'm gonna let you go. I could let you go home. I could theoretically drop you in a police station. Or there's some very aggressive bird people that might be very interested to know what you know about that egg.
Aggressive bird people?
Yes, very angry bird people. I mean, as you might have guessed, that egg is not from this planet. It's not. Stupid Earth people could not ever come up with something like this. There are
Hey,
people.
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, you don't. And I'm telling you, bird people.
How do I know you're not lying? Some type of bird people. I've never even. We don't. Aliens aren't even real. What are you talking about?
Do you want me to call the bird people?
Ooh.
What was that?
Do you want me to call the bird people?
Yeah, I think you're bluffing. I don't think there actually are bird people.
You were in possession of a whole egg that rewrites reality. You don't think that there could be magical bird people somewhere?
Do I think that there could be magical bird people somewhere? Yes. Do I think that there are magical bird people somewhere? No.
Well, first, can we not like put out the misconception that they're magical? Like they're just like bird people. They did. It's through like evolution, just not on this planet. It's not
I don't
magic.
know how any of this works.
Bird people. I don't know how it works either. They're just bird people.
And he crosses his arms. He's like, I don't believe you. I'm just gonna sit still and wait for Chimera to come pick me up.
I'm gonna go.
Can I try and pull up like the call from earlier of the bird people?
Sure.
Can I roll to provoke him?
Sure.
And Drift will play around with his backpack for a while and pull up the call of the bird people.
And as you shift through, you do manage to find like the image, the video file of like the call, and it does start playing, and it plays the same like bird person, and it plays the same message over for them. You missed again.
I did.
Anonymous, you just. Anonymous, you just you take potential. What were you saying to provoke him?
I was going to tell him that I've been to Chimera, and I was just at Chimera, and I'll go to Chimera again, and I'll tell him that you snitched and you let me know what the securities are because I'm planning on breaking in again. And I'm gonna let them know that you let me that information.
And he looks you up and down, and he's like, "I'm supposed to believe you just broke into Chimera. We have security protocols that would leave you like Swiss cheese."
I was.
I can prove he was Swiss cheese. I did drop him off at the emergency room this morning.
He's on your side. He'll say anything to corroborate what you said. I don't have to believe that.
I'm going to go upstairs and get sciatica.
Okay.
Yep.
Right. Well, bud, I don't know where he went, but
So
it's not looking good for you. Can I like Do you want a snack while you're here? Because I don't think you're gonna get very good snacks for a long time.
He looks at you and he goes, I actually am really, really hungry. Can I get something to eat?
He'll Night Howl will bring back the file on Chimera and sciatica.
Drift will open a portal to the fridge.
Paul's like, hey, how's it going down there?
We're making some progress. We seem to be at a little bit of a stalemate. We're trying to convince him to join our team and help us break into Chimera with sciatica and the rest of us.
No, he's going to jail.
Oh yeah, that's a given for sure.
No, you can't tell him that you're going to let him go and then not let him go. And you also can't tell him you're going to let him go and let him go.
Star, I never said any of that. But I'm not saying that we're going to make this deal with him and then let him go. I'm saying that it's in his best interest to help us break into the Chimera facilities, and we can talk to the hero.
That's not bring him along to break into Chimera. That's a bad idea.
Okay, but I need sciatica because she can break into his mind real quick.
Oh,
that's not cool.
And Night Howl will just kind of give you one of these.
No, it's totally like, okay, I'll go. We can go do it.
So, okay, whatever.
You guys will hear the fridge open from afar. And the sound of rustling for snacks.
Where am I?
June, are you gonna come with?
Other favorites? Where am I? I don't think they heard you.
Maybe not.
There.
Huh?
That's not bad.
Are you gonna come with back downstairs?
Probably not.
You can bring the egg.
Oh, in that case, yes.
It would actually help to like explain the story.
I wouldn't bring that near the
Why are we
supercomputer.
explaining the story to him? That's not how interrogations go, Night Howl.
I've never run this before, bud.
No, he's supposed to be telling us stuff.
Well, he doesn't believe me, and we're at a stalemate right now. So I need either some corroboration, some proof that he'll believe.
I don't think he disbelieves you.
He explicitly told me he disbelieves me.
Yes, that's what hostages say.
That's why I came back. You sound like you know this. You take many hostages here, Fallstar? Why am I the one getting the brunt of the front here? If you know how to do it, be my guest.
Interrogation class at the hero school. And this is kind of why it's a thing.
Okay, so you're telling me you should be running this investigation then?
I'm not saying I want to run the interrogation. I'm saying it sounds like you're giving him a lot of information and he's not giving us anything.
So what should we do then?
Well, I wouldn't take the giant energy sucker near the AI supercomputer thing, whatever it is downstairs. That I wouldn't do.
Probably smart, actually.
And also the teleporter, and also like many other electronic things that are probably super integral to how this hideout works.
Drift.
Drift fixed it.
Oh, Drift fixed it. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Drift is the electrical thing that makes the hideout work.
I'm gonna go check the front door and see if what's her face has showed up yet.
as you, I mean, as you're like walking past the bay windows, you do notice that is a there is a like a familiar-ish looking woman standing on the sidewalk, like like looking at the house. She's looking at the house in intervals that like it wouldn't constitute strange. Um, like for instance, like she's like walking by and she like like she glances at the house like she'll be jogging and like she'll pause and like jog in place and look at the house and like look around. But you do notice that you've seen this girl like come past the house like 3 or 4 times already. Um, and on the fifth time, you see her like heading up to the house holding an envelope in under one of her arms.
I'm just gonna have like the door slightly open, and I'm gonna be staring at her if she comes up.
And as she's like I wouldn't say joyously or giddishly, but she, you know, like how people like essentially like hop upstairs. That's what she does. She like hops up the porch stairs, and as she enters the or as she's pulling up to knock, she's like, hi. Um, is this the Fall Star superhero group place meeting?
Who's asking?
Kendra.
Okay, I didn't meet you, so come on. Sure, I guess we'll see if everybody else knows you. We're just letting everybody in here anyway, so you know. Come on in.
And Kendra steps into the house, and she starts looking around. She's like,
Hey, Fall, is this Kendra?
Is it Kendra?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, well, she's here.
And she looks around at you guys, and she's like, this is very. Do one of you guys live here?
That's a very personal question.
I mean, Drift kind of lives everywhere, so.
He just kind of drifts around, really.
I get where you get the name. Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry. It's been really hard to reach you. You do know everyone's looking for you, right? I mean, not everyone, but like a fair amount of people are looking for you, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of people trying to kill us right now. It's pretty great.
Yeah, it's been a busy few days.
Wait, I just saw you like there's someone trying to kill you already. It's only been like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, it's been a fun few days.
Kendra, has today been weird for you?
Absorbently.
Yeah. That's cause, and hold on to your pants now. It's
the second time it's been Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
Glad we're on the same page.
And she lifts up like her shirt, and like right
Whoa,
below
buy
like
me dinner first.
she's like she like scowls, and right below her bra and her ribs, like you see like a shimmering tattoo, and it's like a magical circle that's like shimmering past. And she goes, I had this baby installed after the last time that this happened, and I'm glad to see that it works.
Installed?
What is that? It's a spell, I think.
Is that the proper term? Installed?
I mean, it was a tattoo, so I guess like I got tatted. I guess however you want to say it. Anyway, it's not
scribed on? Does that
sure.
prevent you from not being affected by temporal loops?
Yeah, actually.
Wow, I've certainly understood a lot more recently than I thought I would.
And she looks around at all you. She goes, wait, is this everybody that's like on your team?
Like
Give or
it's,
take.
it's been a busy few days. Some other members are still doing some stuff.
Did you want to like gather them up? I can wait. I've got like 2 hours.
They could be a while. What do you think, MW? Should we get them?
Yeah. Yes, we
Sciatica's
should.
like, Sciatica looks at you guys. She's like, I'll go get them, and I suppose I will dog watch our new puppy downstairs.
Okay.
And she turns and she goes towards the laundry, room, and Fallstar, you actually like hear the voice of Sayaka in your brain. She's like, I actually don't know where you guys like go or do in this place, so like some help would be well appreciated.
I just think about the linen closet dumbwaiter, I guess.
And she's like, oh, okay, wow, okay, and she disappears into the linen closet.
I think Night Howl will go with her.
Okay, Drift. A few moments later, like you see her like appear downstairs, and she comes over to you. She's like, "Oh, is this your guy?" And I assume you acknowledge her.
Drift.
I'm sorry, I missed that part.
Oh, Sciatica comes down and she looks at you. She's like, "This. I assume this is our guy, right?" Like,
Yeah, this is the guy. I'm personally, he doesn't seem like he wants to talk.
her eyes.
I mean, you
Her
could
eyes just
do
like
your.
start going pink, and she's like, well, he got beat a lot by his father as a child. Yeah, not a really good childhood there. Oh, Chimera has a whole. We don't need to go back that far, Sciatica. Jesus. Sorry, it's not like a. It's not very. It's the human brain is complicated. Okay. And she keeps. She's like, okay, and you see like a flash of pink in her eyes, and the guy just like knocks out and falls like crumples on the floor, and she's like,
And Night Howl will like phase into the cell and go over and check the dude.
no,
Make
he's
sure
fine. I just put him to sleep. I got the information. It looks like Chimera has another egg that they got from you guys yesterday.
What?
I mean, it's the same egg. It's just a different version of it.
Anyway, they have this huge machine in the basement, and that's really, as far as he knows, that they're trying to rewrite reality for the betterment of the company and its goals.
Did you learn anything about the infrastructure or security or anything that's going to get us into the building?
Oh, I pulled like the layout of the building from his mind, that of everywhere he's like knows of and been in, and as far as security, like he doesn't know where all the security cameras and stuff are, but I got like the passcodes, not passcodes, but like the how frequently their security is updated. Yes, I got it. Let's go.
All right. Well, I think I've got an action. I think I've. I'm sorry. What was that?
I was just asking Sciatica to tell my fox the things.
She narrows her eyes and she's like, sure. I don't really want to be upstairs with the rest of your team. They're really weird. So I volunteered to sit down here and babysit him while you guys have this meeting. So,
well, my suggestion was we know what he knows. What I would like to do is I would like to have June, rather than copying Miss Whimsical's father, maybe we can just copy this guy, walk right in like our original plan, without having to steal a car, and yeah, since we know everything, we'll keep him here for maybe an hour or two. Just so, I mean, I assume Chimera will know if we drop him off at the police station.
I'm gonna phase all of his clothes and his security badge and stuff off of him. Just leave them in his. Okay.
Can we not leave him in his skidoos? Do we have like a
Go back up to the bedding closet, get a bunch of warm towels, and just put it on.
Wrap him in a towel.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, don't let anybody say I don't have compassion.
And Sayaka looks at you. She goes, "I'm sorry. So you want me to do what?"
I mean, if you're gonna, was the original plan not that we, use you to walk in and you prevent people from seeing us, essentially?
I don't know that he's that important. We can try.
I guess that is a good point.
As long as we can access the security maintenance tower, we should be able to rewrite.
Yeah, I got your security stuff, your spy stuff. I got you.
Yeah, I feel like at this point we really just need to get in the front door.
Well, we have multiple ways to do that now, so.
Correct.
Night Howl's just gonna go back upstairs.
Yeah, I think Full Star's looking for me. Leave. Yeah, just. I don't. Once we're done, we need to let this guy go right away. I don't like him.
Okay. I mean, I can contact the authorities and have him picked up from here. This is a cam safe house, isn't it?
It is. I mean, I don't want to. If we're gonna go into Chimera, I'd rather have him not at the police station, fingerprinted in the system.
Well, you really only have two choices here. You either hold him here or you turn him over to the police.
Yeah. Couple hours. That's couple hours.
Okay. So, I guess I'll be here with our prisoner. Try not to make this meeting last too long, okay?
All right.
And you ripped back up to the top?
Yeah.
All right. Back up top, you guys run into, or you guys are Kendra is kind of just making herself at home, I guess, at the table. She starts to sprawl out her manila envelope. She looks over at all of you guys. She looks up at.
All-Star would walk over with her when she's doing that.
Okay. She looks over at the egg and at June, and she's like, that is a very peculiar centerpiece.
Yes, it's Swedish.
Is Swedish code for out of this world, or like from a different dimension, or?
I don't know if you really need to know that.
She raises her eyebrow. She's like, okay. I mean, it can be off the record. Not that this is on the record, but.
Is it?
No, I don't usually have secret meetings on the record. But some people usually just need the reassurance of being off the record.
Okay, so what's up?
Anyway, so I was going through the message that you guys gave me, and you guys are really lucky that it's actually from Kara, because I totally would have just like spammed it and not ever paid attention to you guys, because you guys are kind of creepy. Not creepy, but weird. Past that point. Anyway, So I looked through the message, and she gave us this, or it was a message from our childhood that she gave me through the note, and told me to trust you guys. So I'm trusting you. Please don't get me fired and or killed. I would appreciate having a job and life in the morning. So I'm just gonna lay it out, and so here it goes. And she starts like scooting out a bunch of pictures and documents. And she has a flash drive. She's like, it's not really a PowerPoint presentation, but it's a PowerPoint presentation. Do you have a place I can present?
Sure. There's a computer room.
I don't know if that.
That's not currently under instruction right now.
Is this upper level is like a living area, right? Is there a TV?
Yeah, it's right.
Does it have a like hookup?
Yeah, you could like wheel it over and like set it up.
Yeah, do that.
Okay. So you set it up at the end of this table for her. And she kind of like jacks a laptop into it, and she plugs her her flash drives. And she looks you all over. She goes, so we're gonna start at a place that takes place, or at a place in time that takes place before you guys were born. There is this event called the Cataclysm. I don't know what it was about. Not a lot of people do know what it was about. It was very, I don't know. All I know is that it happened because I have a lot of hero friends who talk about it and talk about this great battles and all the other stuff. Long story short is that it rewrote reality a couple of times, and when reality stabilized, it became what we know and love as reality today. Except for one thing. One thing was different. The Elevated Eight was a bit more important than they used to be, and various members of the Iron Legion were always missing. Like, I don't know if you guys pay attention or realize, but like there's always one or two members, three members of the Iron Legion that are always like missing. They're never really here doing stuff or working on city initiatives like they used to be. And then after the incident, Simon became mayor, and a lot of heroes didn't like that. Not that like that was public or anything that ever would reflect that they were against the mayor, but they were heavily against the mayor. And it turns out that it's because the mayor is really kind of shifty, and ever since the incident, he's been seen involved in places that he just really shouldn't have been, or he just like shows up out of the blue in places, and it's very strange. Like, yeah, he's a superpowered individual, but not that superpowered. So like I've been digging around and making kind of like this web, and ever since the calamity, he's been seeing doing like in other places. Like he came out of this one base that's known to be associated with Chimera, and he had never gone in. Like literally, I had been casing the building for like a day and a half, me and two other people, and he had never gone in, but he came out. And there's no like subterranean tunnels. There's no like blimp areas to dock. So like he either got to teleport in or something. Like I thought just time was being inconsistent. So then I went back and looked at all of the times that time was inconsistent around the city, and he was there. And like I know that that's not enough to be like he's causing these inconsistencies in time, but back around a couple of years ago, there was another big inconsistency in time, and then that's around when he started having all these health issues. And now that he's been having these health issues, the superheroes have kind of been keeping a close eye on him. This is concerning to superheroes because I found out from a very specific superhero that he used to be like a really super powered villain, and he had this plan of neutralizing all of the super powered individuals in the city. And for whatever reason, it didn't happen, and now he's
Yeah.
the mayor. The reason that I know all of this is because my partner shared it with me, and she'll play a file like, and she's been flipping through various images as she's like been talking, but at the end it's like a video, and she'll play a file, and it's the hero Gray Fox, who he's he wears like he looks like a like one of those what's his name, the magician that's like all like goth and punk, and like he always does like the levitations in the parking structures and like all the street magic. I can't remember his name, but he's like a famous like street musician or street magician in Vegas. And he wears like sleeveless like black shirts and like, yeah, it's like, it is like Chris Angel. He dresses like Chris Angel, and he has like a little like, it's like a gray sack that he wears over his head, and it pulls back into like a little like sack mask that looks kind of like a grayish whitish scarecrow mask. And the conversation that plays, you hear Gray Fox start saying like, yeah, we didn't really like the fact that Simon was chosen to be part of the people that was included in the rewrite. He has been very notably involved with some villainous stuff. He's overly selfish, narcissistic, and just in general, I personally stopped him from destroying the entire world in a act of trying to create a black hole on or in one of his companies to power a doomsday machine. So like, it's just a matter of time until he slips up and the entire city sees that he's not their benevolent mayor, but like a very powerful supervillain that really just would sacrifice them all to further his own goals. And it ends with just like further his own goals. And so Kendra, like, she looks over, she goes, so after you guys told me and I saw the foot, or I decrypted the footage on this flash drive, it was a security cam footage along with some other some new documents linking him to some some underworld activity. He's been seen at multiple blood pits, and he's kind of been missing a lot, but he's been very sick, as it turns out. Not sick like cancerous sick, but like sick like no one knows what's going on. He's been meeting with the best doctors, the best magicians, the best arcanists. No one knows what's going on. They can't like make him better. Every so often around him there seems to be a weird event, and then he seems to be doing better for a while, but it just gets worse until he's back to almost looking like, I don't know, someone who was through a radiation fallout or a nuclear meltdown or something. So looking at all of this, and then like waking up to the same day today, I assumed that he was involved, so I headed over to Chimera, and I saw him coming out of the building this morning. He had with him something that looks like that, and she nods to the egg. And upon seeing a few, I guess they were supers. I don't know if they were villains or heroes, but he turned around and walked back into Chimera, and there was a hiccup. I lost 2 hours of time, and I woke up in the parking lot. And it was Wednesday. Not that I don't think before I fell asleep, I don't think it was. I think it was Thursday, but when I woke up, it was Wednesday.
Holy shit.
And I've talked to a bunch of heroes about this, but they either tell me that I'm crazy, or to leave it alone. Like it's not something to be worried about, but they won't do anything about it. And clearly, like, he's a bad guy. So I mean, I'm I've just been out here working for the past couple of years trying to figure out how he's been affecting reality and keeping everybody together in this dream of Mayor Cusar, the benevolent mayor that's got sovereign's best interests at heart. I thought it was some type of magical effect, so that's why I got the tattoo. So I would remember the next time like reality got rewritten. So here I am. Well, I guess here we are.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so just so that I'm clear, the mayor is actually a villain and was a known villain.
It would seem,
And then
and you all like, now that she says it out loud, it's like the glass shattering. Like, you guys notice that, like, whenever there are heroes around him, they don't seem very happy. Whenever he's at a press conference, he's always got like his own security. There's never really any heroes there to protect him. Um, it's just like it's not what you do see, is what you don't see with the mayor. So, are you guys investigating or working on this time paradox today?
Well,
Or
we were just waiting on you to give us some good news before we went into their hideout.
And I'm so glad it was this news.
I'm
well, I
so
wish I could
glad
have.
we waited for you.
Well, I have not great news, but good news. And she reaches like into her purse, and she pulls out like a quart of ice cream, and she's like, "I did bring ice cream along."
Um, I guess. You're a part of the news media.
Yeah.
yeah, why haven't you or your partner reported on any of this?
Um, Not enough credible sources to get the herald behind it. It's
But
enough to it's enough to paint a loose shadow and make a conspiracy, yeah, but it's not enough to prove anything. And
Refresh my mind once, GM. What year is it?
it's 2007.
1974.
No, I think it's 2017 or 2018.
Yeah, you're aware it's the 21st century. You don't need to publish
You
something in the
just
newspaper.
put it out there.
You are a known individual.
Yes, and as a known individual, I made my name on publishing good hard stories. Like, if it's a hard story, it's only a matter of time until I find damning evidence. But until I find damning
Okay,
evidence,
then riddle me this. If you're all about getting hard, good stories with evidence, how come you're mislabeling a certain hero in the news?
um, who's enslaving a certain hero? And you see her like start like going back through her mind. She's like, I don't. I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
What's a grimoire?
And she raises her eyebrow. She goes, I don't know. I'm pretty certain I wasn't responsible for that naming.
Well, my name is Miss Whimsical.
Huh. Well, it's nice to meet you, Miss Whimsical.
Nice to meet you.
I am Kendra Hunt.
If you could get your naming department to get my name right, that'd be cool.
I'll talk to him about it. Apologies.
But yeah, I guess we were just about to leave to go infiltrate.
Night Owl sneaks up next to MW and he's like,
I didn't hear you.
He snuck up to you and says, "Your grimoire."
Ah, fuck. The Dwight meme.
Um. I'm sorry, I lost where I was going with that.
We were just about to leave.
Oh, you guys are just getting ready to head out. She looks at you guys. She goes, well, if you guys are going to Chimera, just make sure you be extra careful. They're like into some really heavy stuff. And I think like I haven't been doing a lot of research into them, but from what I hear, they've been working on power nullifications and stuff.
I can definitely confirm that they have power dampening
So
abilities.
I just want you guys to be careful. I don't want to lose the only, I guess, sidekicks in town that believe me. You guys do believe me, right?
I just resent that you called me a sidekick.
Junior hero. Thank you.
It
And
makes sense.
She's like, do you guys mind if I, and she starts pointing at the ice cream.
Have at it.
And did anybody want some, or?
Are you like staying here and eating it?
Well, I mean, I brought it to share. I usually cut bad news with ice
Well,
cream.
we're about to leave, so eating ice cream before an important mission's probably not the smartest.
I got you. I'll just take it to go.
Well, maybe a scoop.
Let me not speak for everyone.
Right. I mean, like I'm never opposed to like just a scoop of ice cream, but more important things to do. Next time, we'll put a rain check on the ice cream.
All right. Well then,
All right.
you guys have my number. Contact me if you find anything. I'll contact you if I find anything. But I'm gonna do some more digging and see if I can turn up some more stuff about this time paradox and if it's related to the mayor. I will get back to you guys later.
Okay. Do you want my new number?
Sure.
I will give it to
Nighthawk
her.
will also give her his number.
And she registers Nighthowl's number into the phone as well as Miss Whimsical's.
It's the cowl now. You can put that under the cowl. Can't do that.
The cowl.
And she like backspaces and you see her like update her phone. She's like, okay. Well, I will talk to you guys later and stay safe. Good luck with your mission. And she kind of like collects like or no, she leaves that stuff for you guys and then she turns and like leaves.
Bye.
Hey, Nighthawk, why do you have those clothes?
It would be the same printed outfit. I went back to my house and printed a new.
No, he means the ones that he took from the guard.
Oh. Well, we figured having another way to break into the Chimera Tower wouldn't be a bad thing, and if June didn't have to focus on creating clothes and a disguise, it might be more believable.
So you gave him clothes, right?
He's got some towels.
Whoa. That's very generous of you.
Oh, that's
I don't actually need
towel.
the clothes to recreate them. I can just sort of make them happen. So
Somebody else can have another disguise. So I don't know, guys. Jeez, Drift told me to take him. I took him.
I look at Drift. You can't just take a man's clothes, Drift.
I didn't take his clothes. Why? I wanted to let him go.
Wait a minute. So first you start talking to bird people, then you take a man's clothes. I don't get you
No.
today, Dread.
Oh, I didn't take the man's clothes. I don't even like need clothes. My nanas make them.
Can I
If your nana
have
make them
cowl?
and give these clothes,
Wait.
I'm just gonna go and give the guy back his clothes.
Does that
He's
mean
gonna go
you're...
down into the cell, not put them on the guy, but just lay the clothes there.
Okay.
It's gonna
I'm
keep
sorry.
the security badge.
What'd you say, False Star? I couldn't hear you.
Night Owl took care of it. I was gonna ask him for the clothes. and
Does
go
that
do
mean if we remove your backpack drift, your clothes disappear? Are you naked? Technically?
No, I mean I have like an original set of clothes. It's just
In
the
original
nanites can
set
kind of.
of clothes.
I mean, I have like I'm wearing a set of clothes. It's just the nanites are very small and they can, change the structure and make them different clothes.
Um. So you guys are getting prepared to head out to the Chimera compound.
Yes.
Why don't we take a break?
Yeah.
Go refresh our drinks, run to the bathroom, have a smoke break,
Get some ice cream.
and let's come back at, let's say, 45, and we'll do recon / storm a Chimera building.
Down. I'm down like Donkey Kong.
If you guys are there with us on Twitch, thanks for coming out and joining us. And we'll catch you after break.